Gotta love the new series of The Couch. Thanks for joining us. And we were talking about Singapore earlier on. I had a wonderful 4-day break where we recorded an amazing show, which you saw last week on air. With me now is the co-host, co-star, Steve Collins. Welcome back.
Thank you very much. We had a great time in Singapore, didn't we?
It was an amazing place. I say that the timing was, we tried to, we had to defer it for a while for different reasons. But here's some footage of us. There's you. Sitting around.
That's all that. Yeah. Oh, the fish head curry.
It was a good time. I really enjoyed seeing it. For those people who want a comparison to another place, I felt it was sort of like Australia with an Asian culture, as in clean, modern, expensive.
It's a bit like Perth with humidity.
Yep.
But you know, it's a wonderful place. Hey, and what about getting up and down? What did you think of the Scoot 787 Dreamliner? Is that not the best way to fly?
I know it sounds like an ad, and probably is, but it's more honesty. I said to Cameron, I expected Scoot to be a budget airline, and we all know what budget airline is. But it's a very good budget. It's a low-cost airline which has the luxury features as good service, good food, good seats. Even the cheaper seats are still good. But it's the service that impressed me. It wasn't like you get what you pay for. No. It really left me going, wow, this is a good airline. But it's the
aircraft itself, isn't it? Isn't that the comfort because of the fact that it's made of composite materials, not metal?
It flies lower.
Well, it doesn't fly lower, but they bring the altitude down and they put the humidity up a bit. And the air conditioning. Yes, this is important because of most jets, the air conditioning actually comes through the engine, so it's superheated, then supercooled. But on the 787, it's not. It's drawn in naturally, so it's a lot more comfortable.
And I love the windows when you know the ones where you've got the normal shutters. This one here, you press a button and it's like an LED screen. Well, it is an LED screen. It just blurs, and then you can have it half blurred. But enough about our trip to Singapore. It was wonderful. Thanks to Scoot, thanks to Far East Hospitality, and thanks to Singapore Tourist Board, and thanks to Winnie, and thanks to everybody that helped us for that week.
Lynn, our driver, was great.
And we had a wonderful time.
We did.
What are we talking about today?
Well, I've been snoring with animals at Taronga Zoo in Sydney. They've got the roar and the snore. I wasn't roaring.
Why did they let you out?
Well, no, I had to escape. I disguised myself as a baboon, you see, to get out of the place.
Oh, that's good. Go as something.
But what it is, it's great. You go there after hours and you stay there. You sleep there in tents, and it's glamping. It's not camping. It's glamping because these are luxury tents. That's a tent. It's really, really nice.
Is that what
you do is you go there at night and you see a lot of the animals at night in their natural environment, and you learn so much about them. That's a little bilby.
Oh, wow.
And that's one of the things you do in the morning. You go behind, the echidna. You know what? They're so spiky on top, but underneath their feet are very, very velvety. They are feather-tailed gliders. They are the world's smallest gliding mammal.
Oh, you took your wife with you.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, no. Heather's going to kill me.
You're in trouble. You're in trouble.
Only joking, Heather.
You're in trouble. But you go there and you stay there overnight. You have dinner there. Oh, you have drinks and a few nibbles and stuff like that. And in the evening, you go and do a bit of a tour at night, and you go to places like and see what the animals are doing, because a lot of them are active at night. And then you get back at about 11 p.m. You get up in the morning very early, 6:30 breakfast, and then you do a behind-the-scenes tour, and that's where you go into the kitchen of the nocturnal house, and they've got all these little animals, and you're shown. And you get to interact with them, what the diets they have, and they talk about how they're preserved. And you've got these guides that are with you that are actually warders there, they're zookeepers, and they are so passionate. And one of the highlights of it for me is the information that you get from these guides that are there. It was just a fantastic
So how did the job interview go?
The job interview went well.
What were you there for? What was it all for?
They said, look, you're a bit too big to be a silverback gorilla, so they've let me go. But the reason why I mentioned that, I was also over there because on the 27th of May, Sydney comes alive with the Vivid Sydney. Now, this is where they just about light up the whole of the city. It goes from the 27th of May to the 19th of June, and it is just incredible. They light up the Sydney Opera House. Oh, here we go. This is in Martin Place. They've got this fountain of people. This will be at the Royal Botanic Gardens.
That's beautiful.
It's an avenue of lights, and they light up a lot of the the trees there, because this year the Royal Botanic Gardens, which is just behind the Opera House, it's their bicentennial, and Taronga Zoo, it's their centennial, so it's big years. They've got, now that is going to be at Taronga Zoo, there's going to be 10 endangered species here at Taronga Zoo. Now that was about my size, but it's only a third of the height of the real
beautiful.
one. It's just amazing. And this is song lines, which they use to light up the sails of the Opera House. But there's so much going there. When you go to Darling Harbour, they have the big dragon there. They've got 4 massive water screens. Now, if you want to know what a water screen is, it's basically like a waterfall. And they have lasers and they illuminate these, and they've got.
And why is Julie Bishop going?
What is Julie Bishop going?
You said the big dragon.
Oh, the big dragon. Yeah. No, she's a very small dragon. She's only very slight a dragon.
Oh, we're full of jokes.
But there's just that they illustrate a lot of the buildings there with lights. There's a huge walk that goes from Circular Quay right through the rocks to Walsh Bay, and there's 60 illuminated attractions there, including, you'll love this, a love-o-meter.
Really?
Yeah.
A large pizza?
There would probably be a large pizza. There's some interactive games there. They've got music. They've got people like Bjork and New Order with... the Mills will say, New Order?
You're talking music.
Talking music. But they're putting on shows. They have a series of great writers giving talks. There's a whole bunch of stuff there that lasts. And most of it is free. For the music events and the talks, you pay a bit for that. But the rest of it, you wander around. The harbour comes alive because they have all these lighted boats and ships coming in, going. It's just a great event. Most of it is free, and they're all these lights are all over the place. And when they say vivid, it is extraordinarily vivid. It's just amazing the colours that they get. And the one thing they are going to do is they are going to light up the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Now, I'm not talking about putting lights around the Sydney Harbour Bridge. What they are doing is they have got projections on it. How they do that, I don't know. It's technically well advanced.
So are you going to this?
I hope so, yes.
I can only hope that we do the same sort of stuff here at Elizabeth Quay in Perth.
Yeah, well, I don't know how they do it in Elizabeth Quay because they don't have an opera house or anything like that.
This. Not yet.
They've got a building site in Elizabeth Quay.
Colin's still got 6 months.
That'd be nice.
Fantastic. Now, you've got another trip planned soon?
Well, you've got another trip, and you're going on the Pacific Eden, aren't you?
I've
had a little tip. So we've got a few shots of the... I've been on the Pacific Eden twice.
But I tell you what,
yeah.
Keep those thoughts. Can we show just quickly? We're going to have to cut back on our cooking segment. Just tell us quickly about this beautiful trip.
I just thought I'd show you what you're up for. This is a beautiful, beautiful ship. It's just newly commissioned by P&O.
I'm going on this on 17th of May.
This was before the official launch, the official trip, but it's great. I've dined at the Waterfront restaurant there. This is the big auditorium they have. You are going to have a great time.
Beautiful.
We'll talk more about
Pacific Eden. Can't wait. Thank you very much to Steve Collins, as always. A pleasure to work with.